Good morning. Today I explain one important matter so everybody listening and get in practical life, so it will be very benefit to us. The only way to get rid of coronavirus start in the name of Allah. Allah Ta'ala has sent people to this world only to worship Him. And He made this human with great care. He is constantly bringing to this world what need of human survival. What would people do if Allah Ta'ala stopped this oxygen, fruits, river fish, meat, drinking water and the underground oil and gases? And in the absence of these elements, people would all die slowly. But Allah Ta'ala is constantly supplying these items in this world. Thanks to Him, we will not to be able to finish. In return, Allah Ta'ala wants us to give thanks to Allah. How to do this? Thanks giving is to follow the commands of Allah Ta'ala, to follow and to stay away from the prohibitions that Allah has forbidden. And if people do not follow, then Allah Ta'ala gives some time for their rectification with various diseases, sorrows and calamities to warn the people. Now let us see what we are human doing in this moment. We forget Allah and are intoxicated with this world. We are busy for money, house, car and cheating one another, deceiving and endangering Him for own interest. We do not follow the commands of Allah and do not think that injustice is wrong for our own benefit and are only busy with the affairs of the world. The various powerful countries of the world are proud for their weapon. Today people are obsessed the money and wealth. Allah Ta'ala does not like this arrogance. The only right to be arrogant applies to Allah Ta'ala. Allah Ta'ala has repeatedly declared through the Al-Quran that people should not be arrogant. For this arrogance, Allah Ta'ala turned the chief of angels into Iblis Shaitan. For this arrogance, Allah Ta'ala turned and destroyed Pharaoh into the sea to make him arrogant. Gaddafi was a wealthy president who had been shot dead inside a drain. These are the things that Allah Ta'ala is teaching to the people by providing in this world. In this way, when a nation becomes bad in the fascination of the world, they also have to be destroyed in this way. Now, listening, Allah Ta'ala says in Al-Imran, Al-Anam, do not see how many nations we destroy before them who are most powerful in their time. We gave them so much power over the earth that we didn't bestow on you. But when they ungrateful for this blessing, we finally destroyed them as a punishment and their sin and anointed the nation in their place at a later stage. Another surah, Araf 133, then Allah flooded them locusts, flies, frog and blood, but they remained arrogant and they were a criminal community. It is hard that 70,000 people died in one day in this epidemic. Allah Ta'ala says another Surah 11, Surah Rad. Allah says, Allah The truth is that Allah does not change the condition of a nation unless the people in the nation change their qualities. And when Allah decided to harm a nation, it does not stop at anyone's protest, nor can anyone be a helper or supporter of such a nation against Allah. Another section, Surah Al-Imran, verse 165. O Prophet, tell them this calamity has a because of their yours. Allah is Almighty. Surah Tebagan, Allah declared, no calamity overcome, but it comes with Allah's permission. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam declared that when adultery and vulgarity spread among a community, there would be an epidemic. So above the declaration of Allah, it is clear that the virus and epidemic appear as a result of human action. Now let us talk how it will be rid from coronavirus. Allah says we should stop the following item. Allah says in Al-Baqarah, do not deprive each other for your wealth unjustly. That is, one cannot make money for yourself by oppressing other. Surah Nisa 58 number verse, Allah says, give all the deposit to the right people and just with justice. Another Surah Qubat 27 to 35, Allah says, the people of Lot were destroyed for their community, adultery and vulgarity. Surah Bani Israel, Allah told the 5 times prayer must be, and in Tahajjud prayer must be done. And in Tahajjud prayer we should cry and weep to Allah for forgiveness. Allah will pleased for us. So if we done the above deeds, what Allah will give? Allah open the door of blessing. That means Allah will protect us from the coronavirus and any other dangers. That is the promise of Allah Ta'ala. Another verse, Allah says, I will not destroy the work of any of you, whether male or female. So it is evidence that we should do the above deeds. So in the coronavirus, what we are doing in this stage, Allah stop our movement and we are staying in the home. So in the home, what we will do? I know many newspaper and people are doing in the home, watching movie, dramas, reading storybooks, listening songs. Please do not waste your precious time by doing this critical moment. Allah Ta'ala will see what people is doing even after stopping this movement and keeping them at home. So at this time, without wasting time at home, everyone with family together recite the Quran, prayer the 5 times of prayer, and others Durud Sharif, Astaghfirullah, and read more and more others Tasbih. And in the Tahajjud prayer, we will perform and crying and weep to Allah for forgiveness. In this way, every house will be as a blessing and as a mosque. Since men are now staying at home instead of going mosque, now everyone in the house can perform the obligatory prayer in congregation. In this way, Our every house will be as a mosque of Allah Ta'ala. Allah will send down infinite mercy in each house. In this way, whole country will full of Allah's mercy. Please tell us how long will take get rid of coronavirus? Satisfying with Allah Ta'ala, He will just to say kun fayakunu, and the coronavirus will go away immediately. This is the promise of Allah Ta'ala. We will start of this task in this critical moment without delaying. From the head of the country to the bottom, 160 million people do the task. Sure, coronavirus will be removed quickly from our golden country of Bangladesh, inshallah. That is sure. I tell everyone to donate, which is the needy people, money, clothes, foods, with searching the needy relatives and poor people. Allah will pleased and Allah, this donation, Allah is very pleased to us. So this is the conclusion I am telling you. Everyone join with my hands and falls to their feet. Request all human beings to carry out the above orders and practice from today in every home and every house. The government should also provide security and safety to all the people. They can honestly follow the above orders and perform all the above deeds given by Allah. By the infinite mercy and grace of Allah, and with the cooperation of all, it is possible to liberate coronavirus from our country, from in this world, inshallah. May Allah bless all of us. Ameen. With due respect, Engineer Noor Alam. Thank you everybody for listening. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina wa Nabiyana wa Shafi'ana wa Habibana wa Maulana Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa ala alihi wa ashabihi wa barik wa sallim. Thank you everybody for listening.